Okay, here is the Mark III version of the Jagmaster. This is the going to be the donor for my 24-inch Strat project, which this is going to be a video of. Just to quickly go through the guitar, it's an offset Jag body, 2 humbuckers. It's got a traditional Strat bridge, 1 volume, 1 tone, jack plug, pickup switch. It's supposedly got the 24-inch scale neck, 42mm wide nut, and the back of the neck is kind of satin, I suppose. Okay, I'm just going to put a tape measure on it so that you can see. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so there's the long straight edge. So here we are. Here's the top at the nut. Follow that string all the way down. Neither the focus or the light's very good, but I can tell you that that string is breaking over that saddle at exactly 24 inches. They vary a little due to the intonation. So, okay, let's take another measurement of this. Now, here are the some really interesting dimensions. So, some of this should be basic stuff to all of you. I don't know if you can see that there. From the nut to the 12th fret is exactly 12 inches. From the break point over the saddle to the 12th fret is exactly 12 inches. But the interesting part is this is a conversion neck, so those two things are always true for any 24-inch scale. But the question is, where does the neck joint happen? The neck joint, which is right here. You'll notice that although the specs on the website say this is a 22 fret neck, it's a 21 fret neck. There's 12, 15, 17, 19, 21. So what's the distance along the middle there, along that D string to the break? I can tell you the distance is got stuck on the magnets. It's 7. No, it's not. I'll tell a lie. It is 6th and I'm not used to imperial system. It's just over 6 5/8. What's that? 11/16. 6 11/16. And that's the big difference on this neck. So obviously the 24 minus 6 11/16 is how long the rest of the neck is. Okay, we're going to, let me just, you can see that close up there. We're going to put this on a Strat body and see what happens. Okay, here we are. We have got the Strat body with the Jagmaster neck. First of all, the holes weren't exactly in the right place, but they were very, very close. Width of the neck in the neck pocket was spot on. You can probably see if you come in really close. I haven't worked really hard to get that there's a minute gap between the body, and that's because if we go back to measuring it, at the 12th fret, as we know, it's 12 inches from the nut. But now, from a saddle, and I'm going to be generous and do one that's adjusted out a long way, it's, what is that? 12 and a quarter, I'm going to say. Yeah, in fact slightly over 12 and a quarter. So this isn't going to work, and the reason it's not going to, I did just try tuning it up and the intonation is terrible, is these screws here are dome headed, and so there's nowhere for the saddle to go. I did adjust the saddle so it went all the way over the screw. I bought some longer screws, those aren't them. But then the problem is the saddle gets caught on the dome headed screw, and then you can't adjust the action up or down because the saddle's stuck on the screw. At the moment I'm thinking about doing a couple of things. One, I could put countersunk screws on there, which I might try, or I think what I'm really going to do is I'm going to take from the underneath, I'm going to take about a ½ inch, because I can have an overhang. As you can see up to the pickup, there's that missing between a quarter and a ½ inch of space. So that's what I'm going to try and do, is route the wood underneath, so that I can slide the whole neck a ½ inch back. And I'm very hopeful that that will work. But does it fit straight on? The answer is no. Okay, here we are again. The Jagmaster neck, come on camera, get in focus, was too long. So I've decided to take ½ inch off the heel. I've only about here we go, I'm in focus. I'm about a ½ inch in so far. You can see it's burnt a little bit with the Dremel. I'm just taking it down to about there. As you can see, there's about a ½ inch of gap on the between the neck pickup and where the fingerboard's going to overhang. So it seems pretty drastic, but the conversion neck isn't a conversion neck, it doesn't convert. So I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully cut down, it'll intonate. Okay, and here is the finished cut off neck. I don't know if you can see that, but I've taken off approximately, I don't think you can see that, but you'll have to believe me that it's just about ½ inch. In fact, no, it isn't. It's more like 3/8. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to try it out anyway. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's the finished article. Strat body with Jagmaster neck. I can tell you it intonates perfectly. I'm going to show you how far I had to screw the saddles back. In fact, the bottom E string is back about as far as it will go. To be honest, what happened was, when I was hacking off, and I need to show you what's happened around the back here, when I was cutting off a piece of the neck to make it fit, because you can see now what's happened. Oh my god, you can't see. Not enough light. Come on, focus. How long is it going to take? Come on, camera. Ah, you can't see it. Ah, can you see it? Can you see I've got an overhang? Oh, right, hang on. Right, there we are. I'm going to zoom out because I think it can't cope with the focus. That's better. Okay, I've cut a piece of the neck away but left the fingerboard intact, and I measured and I went about as close as I dared with the pickup. I intended to take quite a lot off. In fact, I'll show you the size of the piece I did take off, which was over here. So here's the piece of, oh my god, focus your damn thing. There's the piece of neck I took off. Ah, okay, now you can see the cuts. So that was the old finish, if you can imagine. In fact, it was twice the depth of that because I cut it off in two pieces, but just so you get the idea. And if you want to know how big that piece was, I suppose you'd call it 3/8 of an inch. It certainly wasn't as much as a 1/2 an inch, which is what my original intention was, to take a 1/2 an inch off, and I'm glad I didn't. If you're doing this yourself, one of the things you need to think of, I've got a set of 10s on here, and when I measure to the exact break of the string over the high E saddle, that one there, it's 24 inches, pretty near damn dead, and everything else goes back from there just about. So you need to make sure that whatever length of neck you're adjusting for, you can get back to that, and that's the measurement that I didn't have, which I couldn't seem to find anywhere on the internet. Okay, but otherwise everything has worked out perfectly. The neck was exactly the right width for this. It was a genuine fender body. What else is there to say? Nothing. It is exactly what I wanted it to be, which is a 24-inch scale. Strat. My playing is so bad, but I will play you something through my little Blackstar HT1 practice amp. So in my opinion, that sounds like a Strat. I've got Texas Special pickups in here though, so they're pretty hot. I'll turn them up. Anyway, it's not about the playing, it's about the gear. Thanks for watching.